This is Prongs, and this is another great game that I partook in. Janksta, my friend, was going duo queue with me. He was 80 carry, and I was mid Cho'Gath. This was a last-minute desperation pick. It was a really tense team pick scenario. Nobody knew what they were doing, and we had absolutely no tank. So I was the last to lock in. I chose Cho'Gath, and I went mid because it was the only thing that would work on our team. So as you can see, we have Lee Sin on our team as well as Misfortune. We're going to have some very good early game poke. The enemy team has a much better mid game than we do with Volibear and Caitlyn. And Diana's Peel is going to be a pain in the butt. They're also much more tanky than we are. Unless, you know, Lee Sin and Nunu build tank, but Nunu support, it's not really going to happen. So the game gets off to a fairly basic start. Lee Sin decides to ignore wraiths in their entirety. He apparently doesn't want to do them, he wants to go straight to red. So we assist him in that. Volibear starts blue. And the game gets off to a very, well, average start. I mean, there's nothing really of note that occurs here, but my team has a habit of really overextending to the point that they end up getting killed. Our AD carry and support going for jungle. The enemy mid gets first blood, and then not only does Misfortune not secure the kill, but she ends up getting chased down by Diana, missing a lot of CS and fleeing through mid. But you know, I'm not blaming Janksta for this. Shit happens. But you know, in a game like this where the enemy team has much more mobility than you do, and they have a much stronger mid game, it's not always a good idea to go balls deep. So what I'm doing is I'm playing more or less passive Hokey Harass with Diana. She and I are just, you know, I'm focusing on getting my CS, trying not to miss anything. She's already got a slight lead because of the kill that she got. So yeah, we're just duking back and forth. I'm probably gonna re-record this. I must sound really dull when I'm talking like, oh, we're juking back and forth, and duking back and forth, and we're getting kills back and forth, and CS and back and forth, and I can't imagine anything more boring to listen to. But this stuff really pays off. As Cho'Gath, what I generally focus on is getting CS. It's a much more stable way of farming, plus Cho's really good at it, just being Cho'Gath. All of his moves do AoE damage, and if you make sure to use your ultimate liberally, you will, as soon as you hit 6, you will end up you know, getting a lot of health and being not only a bursty AP nightmare, but also doing just a lot of damage. I flash into turret, tag her with an ignite, hit her once or twice, and then back off before turret can kill me, thus securing a kill on Diana and setting us once again on equal footing. I'm actually slightly ahead of her because I'm Cho'Gath, and yeah, you're gonna see some really scary AP burst coming into play as the game progresses. My goal here is to build mostly tanky, but to also provide enough AP damage that the playing field is leveled between myself and Diana. I'm going to rush, what was it I rushed? I think it was Rod of Ages. The top is feeding. Their jungle knows what he's doing. And he comes in for a gank. I don't even see him coming. He goes in, I Q on top of myself because I know he's going to flip. So when he does, he gets knocked up. I manage to get away and they can't quite pin me away from my turret. Didn't even use a summoner spell, so Volibear took a large hit. He's going to have to retreat back to his jungle. He gives Diana blue. Our Lee Sin would give me buffs, but he's too preoccupied with the enemy top to really focus much on us. Volibear goes bottom for a gank. Is he successful? I don't know. No, he's not. He had to recall. So I'm just messing with Diana, and she's beginning to realize that she can't take me in a one-on-one fight. She's just not hitting her Qs, and I'm getting slightly fed on all the CS. I'm 10 ahead of her, and kill up and some experience up. So I'm also starting to feast and getting stacks and getting a lot of health. I'm taking advantage of whatever CS I can get. I know my jungle's top, so he's not going to be worried too much about a little CS. I see them coming, and I want to make a play here. I notice that Diana's coming into the bush, and here's the scary Cho burst coming into effect. Silence, feast, ignite, and a knock-up result in her taking just biting the dust. And Volibear knows he can't take me in a one-on-one fight. He's 3 levels down, and even if he could slow me down enough for Shyvana to get there, she's too low health. I would just end up killing both. So I pick up a little bit of CS bottom, or top lane rather. Kennen tells me to be, and I do it because he's underfarmed. He really needs it. He's already, 0-2 with 43 CS. I don't want that to get any worse than it already is. So I head back mid, pick up as much CS as I can, and I keep going. Effectively, more or less my entire team is going to start fighting, and it's going to be up to myself and Janks to carry as usual. So, despite getting out of position and despite his support's bad habits, he has yet to actually give up any deaths, which is pretty damn good against this other team with high mobility and a stronger mid game. Lee Sin is, I don't know what he's doing, honestly. I think he's collecting his minion tax, but the thing is he hasn't ganked so far, so, he really doesn't deserve it, I guess. Volibear comes in for a gank, I flash away, let the standard turret. I honestly didn't need to flash, I probably shouldn't have. It's whatever, I mean, I got out okay, and keeping up my farm. Lee Sin comes in for his first gank of the game, and CS's. Shyvana's coming in from top, and you see her now, I notice it, I'm like, okay, Lee Sin's gonna bite the dust, because Volibear's coming in, he's gonna try to dash to me, I leave him an opening, but he can't take it. Volibear goes for me, I just perform a little, give them away, and I retreat back to my first turret. Ken comes in from top, he's very not there like that, and we manage to take out Shyvana before she can get killed. This restores some of Kennen's feed, and gives us a very slight advantage. We are still behind, make no mistake. It's 3 or 5 kills. We've already lost top, and we're taking some heavy turret damage behind. Lee Sin's doing whatever. Bot lane gets jumped by Diana. And it's an easy kill for Diana. Maybe 2. Oh, just 1. Lee Sin gets chased through the enemy jungle and gets destroyed. There's really nothing you can do. I tried to provide him an opening to jump. Oh, did he make it? He might have. No, okay, I saved him, never mind. Managed to get him out and, at least prevent a triple out of that, or double, whatever it would have been. Diana goes ahead and dives a turret. Volibear follows up, but they really can't kill me at this point. I'm just too tanky. So I'm working on my CS, just holding turret and picking up as much farm as I can. Doing a little bit of jungling on the side and trying to last if applicable. Doing a little bit of warding, and I come bottom to help them clean up the turret and keep Diana pushed away. So we do manage to have a slight comeback here, and it turns into a carry session. We see that the enemy team is mid, so we go in. Unfortunately, their mobility is so high that we really can't do anything just yet. We're just pushing back and poking into the turret. I think I'm going to recall, but I go in because I noticed a team fight occurring. The silence, I knock out React, manage to get their feast on Shyvana, get double kill, and I keep pushing back and getting the turret. And we take it. Diana manages to pick up a double, but the single goes to Misfortune, and we do take a turret forward, so it's all good. And then we go take Dragon and get the team some more food. It really boils down to myself and Janks to carry more or less every round. Even if one of us has a bad start, the other will feed the other, and it turns into just an easy win. I burn my flash just to get over the bush and recall because I don't have to worry about, dealing with the other team. Shyvana sees me in the bush and goes for me, but I'm already out of harm's way. I just sit back here and recall. It's faster than walking all the way back without boots. Or I have boots, never mind. As you can see, I'm building a lot of AP, magic resist, and tenacity right off the bat because my opponents in lane are AP, and Diana is. And she's the only one who's actually fed on the enemy team aside from Shyvana, and Shyvana's there more for tank than anything else. So I'm going to build a lot of AP so I'll have massive burst, while also being able to tank most of the damage of the enemy team. And I'm pretty sure I've already got 6 stacks at this point. So, I'm just looking for opportunities. My team gets jumped because Ken goes in and throws, basically. And Ken falls, Lee Sin falls, Misfortune fell already, and it's myself and Nunu into turret. And we just sit here and try to do as much damage to the enemy minion wave and enemy team as possible to prevent them from taking the turret. And as long as I'm here, they're not going to take it, more or less, because I do too much damage for them to... It wouldn't be worth it. If they tried to take a turret, they would lose 3 people in the process. And with Nunu there, that number's increased. His CC and my CC, we can just lock somebody down with the turret and take him out. So I'm farming away, I'm doing as much CS as possible, going in and out of the jungle. Come bottom, jump, Shyvana in the bush, as well as Soraka, and we chase him down. Lee Sin manages to secure a kill from Misfortune, and from here we're looking for objectives, so we go and we take the hill, and then we notice on the right that Caitlyn is getting out of position, as is Diana. So we just go in and we wreck Diana. I give Misfortune the kill, and then we hunt down Caitlyn and take her out. Again, double kill for Misfortune, so now we have a fed carry and a fed mid Cho'Gath. And we're getting ahead in turrets now. We've turned what was once a deficit into a much better game. Nunu does die, but he just got a little bit greedy. It happens. So we both just back out of there. And then I call to Jinx and Skype. We end up taking down both players and getting Misfortune both kills. So now we have a royally fed Misfortune. She's got more CS than Caitlyn, and Caitlyn has no kills. She has 6. We are doing decently well for ourselves. My response, I could have taken those kills, and Jinx actually apologized in Skype for it. He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, man, I didn't mean to take your kills." But I would rather that, instead of having just one fed person, even if it is a Cho, I would rather that everybody on my team be fed if possible, because it means that we'll have a better chance of winning as a team. I mean, if one person has all the kills like me, I can just build straight AP and do a lot of damage, but, they're gonna just focus me every fight and kill me. I would rather that, I get fed enough to peel and do good damage, and then Misfortune can follow up and kick ass. Kennen's doing alright for himself, Lee Sin is feeding, and, Nunu's... He knows what he's doing, but he's a little bit too ballsy for my tastes. There's a difference between being aggressive and being stupid, and a lot of people think they're doing one when they're doing the other. This is something you'll see, especially in low elos in ranked, but, it's whatever. So we have Warded Baron, and I start to go in on it, but I back up because, I notice that they're coming and we might start a team fight here, and I'm not confident enough in our ability to actually, take Baron and hit by all 5 of them at once at this stage in the game. We're still in the mid game, and the farm is not that big, there's not that big of a difference in farm. Now we notice they're going top, because we can see Soraka in our minion wave, and we decide to do something about it. So I ping to go in, and I sneak around and I chill in this bush and I wait. Now I bait Diana. I move out in the open and then I think, oh, I'm going back. Nope, nobody's here. So she goes in, Kenny ults, silence. Volibear isn't even in the team fight yet, so it turns into a 5v4. We managed to take out Diana, but only carry right off the bat, and just mess with Shyvana in the bush. I pick up a kill. We get Soraka down, Lee Sin starts to, prove his worth, I guess. And from there we go and take Baron. Lee Sin's chasing. It's really annoying. It is whatever. We alternate tanks between myself and Nunu and Ken. We take a quick, 26-minute Baron. I snag people on the way back. and then I recall. And you know, we lose a turret due to minions, but we just took a major team fight and took Baron, so it was definitely worth it. We are now decisively ahead in farm. Myself and Kennen and Misfortune now pose a threat to the enemy team. Misfortune more than me. I'm just there to, take hits and do whatever damage I can. If you look at my build, I'm actually building not only Athena's Grail, but also Randuin's, and I'm going to build a Frozen Heart. So I'm building mana, AP, and armor, and magic resist. Not so much worried about health. My stacks will cover that. So we have Baron, secure as many objectives as we can, get all the gold that we can, but just being as greedy as is physically possible. And we go into their jungle. Shyvana and Soraka both get out of position. I know Shyvana's going to bite the dust, so I pursue Soraka to get a second kill. I just do a lot of burst damage. Munch. And she's done. Now the playing field has been leveled from a 5v5 to a 5v3 for the next 30 seconds. We just end up pushing towers. I'm chilling in the bush, dancing. We take an inhibitor. Nunu has a very good ult here, but we are kind of overextended and we are moderately low on health. Diana goes in for our carries. I take a bite out of Shyvana and Lee Sin gets the kill. Nunu bites the dust, Kennen kills Diana, and as a result, it's a 3v2 and we have taken an inhibitor. We back out for now. I go mid. And they surrender. There's really no coming back from a game like that. They have the better mid game, but we have the better late game between Misfortune and Kennen and myself. And it was a Cho'Gath carry that turned into a win for the team. It was probably one of the better games I've played as Cho'Gath, and it was a desperation pick, actually. So, yeah, this has been Prong's Guide to Glory. Hopefully you took something from this, and I hope you enjoyed it. Take it easy. I'll be posting more videos soon. Peace.